5 things I wish someone had told me before I launched my work on a greater level to help make the world a better place. Number 1, no one told me that if you're going to be at the helm of your nonprofit or for-profit, expect to sleep 4 to 5 hours. When I first launched my nonprofit 30 years ago, helping Latino and Black youth to make documentary shorts, and I had 8-week programs of 50 kids, 6 days a week. My days went from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. every day. And you know what? It hasn't changed, as I'm running Prime Latino Media and get to bed by 2 a.m. And now, if anything, I can sleep 1 more hour till 7 a.m. Number 2, you don't always need a degree to do the work that you love. And college is not for everybody. I got a full scholarship to college for 4 years. And I dropped out after 3 semesters and even questioned if that was the right move to make. And by the time I was 22, when most of my friends were graduating from college, I already had an international photographic agency selling pictures in 18 countries around the world. And I had already been an international journalist traveling to countries like Argentina, covering the Falkland crisis, to the earthquake in Mexico. Number 3, go for it, take the risk, and don't look back. Or as we say in Spanish, tírate, go for it. In 1991, at the height of the recession under George H.W. Bush, I couldn't get a job in production. So I went and relied on my background, my medical background, and having, pursued a career as an OBGYN, but never completed that, I worked in a hospital within that field. It struck a chord with me. It was wonderful. But during the 2-year process that I was there to pay my bills, I realized why I didn't go to school and become a doctor. So I just left my job in August of that year, didn't have anything else waiting for me. A friend invited me to LA. I checked out nonprofit organizations because I knew I wanted to do something different and leave a mark on this planet. And it started to strike a chord. And then I came back to New York. I met with someone, asked for venture capital of $25,000. And he said, no, won't give you money, but you know what? I like what you're doing, the direction you're going. I'll set you up in an office. I'll pay for rent. I'll buy you a computer, a photocopier, the whole works. You won't have any expenses. And that's how I launched my nonprofit organization until I got a $75,000 grant from the New York City Department of Employment to launch this video training program of Latino and Black youth. Number 4, children are not the problem. And when I got into education 30 years ago, trying to be a savior for the next generation of Latino and Black youth, similar to the community that I came from in the South Bronx, I thought they were the ones I had to get to the bottom of. And when I realized that it was really the administrators, the adults, who were the impediments in the way, that's when I got it, especially when I found that these so-called problem youth really wanted to embrace a new experience. They welcomed challenges. They were in favor of discipline as long as you were forthcoming with them. And it made a difference. And the other ingredient was I wove parents and the rest of their community, because it takes a village to make a difference in a young person's life. Number 4, basic guiding principles. And it's actually number 5. Math was never my strong card. Be kind, generous, treat people with respect and dignity, say you're sorry, you're not too big for that, and be grateful. Oftentimes we rely on that MBA, master's degree, college, or associate, when sometimes it's the basics that we should have learned in kindergarten or practiced the philosophies and principles we got then. When you are kind to people, they respond and open. When you are generous, be it a flower, a hug, or whatever, people blossom. When you treat someone irrespective of their station in life, whether they're high or you deem they're below you, they bond when you treat them with respect and dignity and they're responding kind. And saying, I'm sorry, I found for so many human beings is so difficult to say. It truly makes a difference. Even if you think they're cockamamie, start off with I'm sorry and build your case from there. And finally, be grateful and say thank you, because it goes a long way. And all those ingredients have contributed to my success in launching nonprofits, the work I do in community, the group that follow me and who I support, and it truly makes a difference in the total picture. I'm TíoLouie for Prime Latino Media based in New York City. Thank you for listening to my points.